Okay. So I would like to know, are you Mr. or I think you're a male, right?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay. So Mr. Ankere, do you have previous knowledge of coding and robotics? I'm listening.
Yeah, I said I'm a male.
Yeah. Okay. So Mr. Ankere, do you have previous knowledge on coding and robotics?
Not
Okay. We are listening. The line is breaking. The line is breaking. Okay. So I can see over here, they said your network bandwidth is low. So Mr. Hope, right? Are you a Mr.? Are you a male? Sorry. Okay. So once again, you're welcome to the program. And I'd like to continue from here now. Mr. Ankari, it seems your network is a bit down. So from my end, I can see that your bandwidth is low. So I'll be sharing my screen now. Let me share my screen. So, okay, I hope you can all hear me. So, you're welcome to Coding and Robotics Instructors Program. And for this program, the requirements were plainly stated that you need to have a functional laptop, a good internet connection. So, if you usually use MTN, you can make a backup maybe for another network, or it depends. So that it shouldn't fail. In case you have any hitches, you can rely on that. So also, there'll be room for online and physical sections. Depends on your availability. So when we talk about coding, I was asking before now whether Mr. Ankere that joined earlier had previous knowledge of coding. If I may ask, okay, the device named Senator Hope, do you have previous knowledge of coding? You can unmute yourself and speak. Do you have previous knowledge of coding? Okay, let me continue. So we'll talk about coding.
No, ma.
Okay. Let me. I hope
Hello,
you
ma.
just.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I have on mute.
Okay. Okay, I've heard you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. You can mute it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Oh, yes. Good evening, first.
Yeah, good evening,
Yes,
sir.
good evening. Yeah, I don't have any knowledge on coding, but with I will I
Okay. Okay.
like
Okay.
I said earlier,
Okay. So thank you very much. It's only that your line is breaking. I can't really hear you. So let's continue. Maybe later on it will get better. Okay. So when we talk about coding, if you have your notes, you can write somewhere that coding is the process of writing set of instructions for the computer to execute. I said that coding is a process of writing set of instructions for the computer to execute. So now when we talk about coding, coding has to do with sending the computer on errand using some programming languages. So considering that we'll be instructors of this program, this coding cuts across both the primary and secondary, even tertiary institution students, because it's one of the high in-demand skills currently. So when we talk about this coding, it has to do with programming, because the world at which we are today is moving. We've gone past the level where all you do with your laptop is just to type, print, and all those things. So we've gone past that level, and that is why coding is now the in thing, because if you look at our counterparts, that's other children in developed countries, you'd see that these children are innovators, even at their tender age, from upper primary, like the lower primary, they are being inspired. Upper primary, they start innovations. At secondary level, they are launching projects and they are making money from it. Companies are funding them. So you now see that the kind of education they have is a bit different. And that is why most school owners today in the private sector is looking for a way to drive coding and robotics. And I could remember earlier this year, that was federal government, they had to enlist coding and robotics among those 15 vocational subjects that as basic level, that JSS3, they would choose from. It will be compulsory for them to choose. So like most schools are now buying the idea of coding, because if they have the facility that's for ICT, they can easily do coding there than looking for a facility and equipment to do barbing, catering, and all those things. That's why it is now in high demand. So like maybe it's the subsequent years, we'll now see students write them in their junior WAEC. So I've said previously that the requirement to be functional laptop, good internet, online and physical sections. Well, we'll talk about physical sections so that you'll be able to see practically how to engage students teaching coding. It's not the usual class where you go and you teach and you walk away. So if you be chance, that's why we advise that it will have a physical section where you come around. We have various schools at different locations, depends on the one close to you. With time, we'll get your location so that we'll know where you can easily meet us to have an experience of how it is. So hold on, I'm coming. So some persons would like to know more about me. I'm Ini Amos. I happen to be the founder of Ini-Technoid services, and I hold a degree in HND of the Department of Electrical Electronics Engineering from Rural Polytechnic, Rivers State, and also a PGDE from the University of Port Harcourt. So through experience, I've gained skills and certification by Google in digital marketing, website development, programming languages like Python, JavaScript, C, embedded systems, also coding and robotics skills with certification from the University of Ibadan. And in the past 5 years, I've been able to train over 2,000 school students through STEM education programs and led different initiatives in tech, among which are the Make African Challenge and Tech Up Port Harcourt. So, Mr. Reward, you just joined us. Yeah, I was asking everybody in class if they've had a previous knowledge of coding and robotics. So I want to confirm, do you have? Mr. Reward, can you hear me?
Yes, I yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. I have a previous knowledge, but not that in-depth knowledge.
Okay.
Not that in-depth knowledge of it, but I'm open to learning and then more about coding and robotics, and I'm willing to put in my best to like mastering everything that has to do with it.
Okay. Okay, you're welcome to the program. So it's going to be an exciting journey. So once you're available to learn. So when we talk about Ini-Technoid Services, is a leading edtech, that's educational technology firm providing educator STEM education, sorry about that type of error, programs, advanced IT and programming skills for children between the ages of 5 to 18 and adults. Also, we are into sales of robotic kits and electronic components, which helps inspire remarkable innovations in Africa. We've taught across both in Nigeria and across Nigeria our services. We render these services. So for across Nigeria, we've been able to offer the services via online classes. So for you to know more about us, so that I will not waste the whole time reading this, you can visit www.ini-technoid.com.ng, and also, just please hold on, let me admit this person. He's having network challenge. So you can visit our website to read more about us and also follow our social media pages to see regular updates about us. Okay. So why this program? I said many graduate from school without a clue of what next. Theoretical classrooms contributes to unemployment and poverty, and you can agree with me. And that's what we have in most of our institutions, whether the secondary or the tertiary institutions. Because we are in a world where technology advances every sector. These days, we now have EdTech, that's educational technology. So the technology has gone past being a career. Now is a way of life. So for some sectors, it has entered even the legal sector. It swept the financial sector very well. it came in and it blew them up with the help of COVID-19. So the future is greater for Africa. So because Africa we have large population, and it will be the one to account for more than 54% of the 9 billion global population growth in coming decades. So for today, it's just an introduction about the program and what the program is about. Also, what are the opportunities? What are the opportunities? Opportunities abound because it is now technology and it needs to be global. Because looking at forecasts that we got from Invest, it told us that to reach about 10 trillion in 2025 to represent a 4.2% growth. So technology is another oil well that is generating good income to boost our economy. And also, these days we have different jobs that are, or different careers that are coming out of technology. So it is for us to penetrate the global market, but because it holds about 60% and with average of 50% consumer interaction. So we have so many things to gain introducing EdTech. So before now, this coding and robotics didn't just come out from the air. It's STEM related. So when we talk about STEM, it's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So it's the application of this knowledge. So where STEM education is an interdisciplinary and applied approach to teaching and learning rather than teach the four disciplines as separate and different subjects. So this STEM education helps us to integrate them into one learning. Now, if you'd be around for physical class, you'd see that, take for instance, you want to teach algorithm as a topic. Want to teach algorithm as a topic? We wasted much of our time. You'd see how mathematics comes to play, how basic science and everything they've been learning would apply them all in one. So also, what people are saying, we need to build the future and be in demand. Also, it's well rewarding when it comes to payment and also flexible work schedule. You determine your work schedule, your schedule. You tell them when you be available, you come to render your services. And also, we have various offerings if you're willing to join us, because we've developed systems that can scale, and either you can join us as our team or our partner, where we'll help you to co-design and develop programs for you. We can develop schemes for you, and we come to terms and conditions and negotiations. So, but if you're to join our team, maybe what I'll do is to send this PowerPoint to the classroom, so you could go through it, analyze it. So also you can earn while you learn. So this training will not just end here for 1 month. It depends on your level of interest. When we see your level of interest, we may put you on the team and you now be hands-on. So you learn even while you earn. We can show you different ways of going around it. So it's not fixed to this, because we have other students that I could remember that I had a student who never did coding for 1 day. He just went on and he got a school that gave him a proposal. We showed him how to prepare a proposal and he sent the proposal. And at the end of the day, he could win that contract and it paid him off. So we can guide you with all of those things. Okay. So the next slide. Also, we have different courses that are available. And also, you can also make commissions from the sales of robotic kits. So where we have Scratch programming, Python programming, web development, robotics, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Because as an instructor, you need to be well-grounded. Even though you may even come across a student who has done it before. So the person is looking for who will coach or mentor him to developing real-life projects. So as you grow, you'll be able to explore. It's not necessarily that you achieve all now, but for this program, we'll take track A, which has to do with Scratch programming. So this is what the curriculum looks like. And for these 4 weeks, this is where we'll be based. We'll be based on introduction to coding, like week 1. So for tomorrow, we'll still have another class. That's when I'll now go in depth. And either Thursday or Friday, it depends. We are just trying to look at our schedule too, so that we'll be able to do practicals. So I hope we have our systems ready and everything ready for this class. So I don't know if you have questions. Do we have questions?
Good evening, Miss Inobun. I
Yeah,
really
good
have
evening.
I really have a question. So my question goes like this.
Okay.
Though this particular training is scheduled to happen for a period of a month, and
Yes.
then within that period of a month, is it possible that one can actually gather possibly the scratch knowledge on coding and robotics, and if the interest persists, one can actually advance in it within a period of 6 months to the mastering stage of it, depending on the person's interest. Is it possible?
Yeah. Yes. Like for this 1 month, we'll be giving you the basics on how to engage pupils. That's for primary school level. We'll be giving you the basics using that software. We'll show you how to use the software, at least maybe in your locality. If you approach a school, you know what to do, where to start from. It's not something that you'll be wondering, how will I do? So you'll be given the basics for coding. Now, when it comes to the robotic part, is if you are available to come for physical classes, you have hands-on with those robots too. But it will be an interesting class because you'll be able to, when you see that you need to upgrade to the next level for or to be up to date, you'll not mind to do it. So it's something that will be interesting. As we today is just an introduction, then we'll now know what to do, where to start from. So tomorrow, I've just dropped the link on how to download the software. Sorry, the link to download the software on the Google Classroom. So maybe I'll do a demo of how to install it and also post it there as a YouTube video to help you, to guide you install it.
All right. I think that alone will go a long way to like guide us on how to go about it. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it.
You're welcome. So any other question? And please, we'll take this training serious because maybe what I'll do is to be taking attendance. So let it not be that we have 20 persons on the group or 15 people who registered for this, and at the end of the day, they don't attend. And I would like us to be punctual because why I want to use Zoom is that under 40 minutes, you can record. But if we use Google Meet, you can record so that I'll be able to send you the video later. But if I should use Google Meet, I'll not be able to record. So I don't know the one we'll prefer. If not, I would have preferred Zoom so that I'll record the screen so that if you're practicing it, you can watch it and practice it again.
I think to me I prefer Zoom, since Zoom will buy us the opportunity for it to be recorded. Because one thing about learning is having a particular point that guides you on what you have learned. Perhaps if you have forgotten one or two things, you can still go back to that particular recorded stuff and then get yourself reminded on what you might have forgotten. So to me, I prefer Zoom since the recording option is there available on Zoom. So I don't know about others.
Okay. Mr. Reward seems to be the only one talking. I hope Mr. Kere and Senator Hope, they are good to go.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so you are able to record this back.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm good to go with that Zoom because if it is recorded, it is something you record and drop it, and later we can't play it, watch
Oh,
it, and take example from it. It will be better than just a mere class and it does not have record or a
okay.
history for that, for someone to go back to it to look at how it was.
Okay. Okay. So that will be all for now. So tomorrow that will be by 6 p.m. again. So I also drop the poll on the group for us to check if between 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. what will be better for us. So later on I'll just drop all those chats on the group so we'll discuss more. Okay, so that'll be all for now. I'd like to say bye till tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.